I'm going to explain about binomial distribution. Binomial is given that one formula to calculate the probability with one condition. The condition is experiment should be having only two outcomes. Then only we can go for that is binomial distribution. Only two outcomes, either failure or success, or else head and toss, like that. Two outcomes only it should be having, defective or non-defective. So in that case we need to go for that is binomial distribution. Is given that required probability p of x equal to x is equal ncx. Here you can see this ncx multiplied with p power x q power n minus x. Here n is the number of times experiment repeated. Number of times experiment repeated. And p is the probability to get success or failure. And also q is the failure. And x is the required probability. This is the required probability. So here you can see this is ncx into p power x into q power n minus x. Here, and one more thing, ncx is also can be written as that is n factorial by n minus x factorial into x factorial. For example, that is if it is 10c2 is there, we can write it as directly 10 into 9 by 2 into 1. Also using formula also you can write it, that is 10 factorial by 10 minus 2 factorial into 2 factorial. Both are same. You can use formula or else you can write it as, so 10 into 9 by 2 into 1, like this also you can write it here. Then we can go for one example, one small example, that is if you toss a coin 5 times, then what is the probability to get minimum 2 head, or else exactly 2 heads, this is the question. So in this case using binomial only two outcomes are there. So according to binomial here n is 5 times tossed, and coin means it is having only two outcomes, that is head and tail. Probability to get head p is 1 by 2. Favorable outcome only one out of two outcomes. Similarly probability to get tail is also 1 by 2. Only one favor is there out of two. So therefore p is there, q is there. Then according to two heads probability, according to binomial distribution, p of x equal to x is equal ncx multiplied with p power x multiplied with q power n minus x. This is the binomial distribution. Then we required is asking two heads, minimum two heads, sorry, exactly two heads. So out of 5 times 2 heads are required. 1 by 2 whole power x means 2, 1 by 2 whole power q power n minus 2, 5 minus 2. 5c2 means 5 into 4 by 2 times. Denominator is only 2 only, so that's why 2 times you need to write. 1 by 2 square means 1 by 4. 1 by 2 cube means 1 by 8. So 4 cancel, that is equal 5 by 16. 5 by 16. So almost it is 0.3, means it is, that is 30% chance is there. Like this, if it is having only two outcomes, if you toss a coin is having only two outcomes, then 5 times if you are tossed 5 times, then what is the probability to get minimum 2 heads? 2 heads. How much chance is there to get 2 heads? 2 head chances, that is 30% chance is there. We can assume before toss a coin. So as a human, you can the chance is more. You can think like that. But here, how much chance is there? Only point 0.3 probability means 30% only is there. To not get 70% is there. So this is the one more example. We can see this. This is very very important for academic questions. That is 20% bolts are produced in a factory found to be defective. Then find the probability. If 10 bolts are selected at random, 10 bolts are selected randomly, then find the probability. Find probability 2 bolts will be defective. 2 bolts will be defective. This is asking. So means here solution according to binomial distribution. N is given, that is 10 bolts only, and P probability to get defective element P. Here defective is asking, that is 20% means 20 by 100 means we need to write that is 0.2. P is 0.2. So according to axioms of probability, always total probability is 1. P plus Q. Axioms of probability is 1. Then P is equal 1 minus, sorry, 1 Q equal 1 minus P. 1 minus 0.2, that is equal Q equal 0.8. So now he is asking, Q is there and P is there. P is 0.2 and Q is 0.8 and N is there. He is asking 2 bolts will be defective. X equal to 2 is how much? So according to binomial distribution, what is the formula? Binomial distribution is, distribution formula is, that is P of x equal to x is equal NCX multiplied with P power x Q power N minus x. So he is asking 2 bolts will be defective. Out of 10 bolts, 2 bolts will be defective. 10 C2 into P. Value is given 0.2 whole power. X means 2. Q value is, we found that is 0.8 whole power 10 minus 2. 10 C2 means we can write it as 2 times because denominator it is only 2 into 1. 0.2 square into 0.8 whole power 8. So like this we can calculate the probability whether that how much defective elements are there. Coming to the applications, uh, it is the binomial distribution applications are, it is used to find the defective elements. First one, defective elements you can calculate in any company, and also many games of chance. How much chance is there to win the prize? So games of chance, many games of winning chance. How much chance is there to win the prize? And like this, for example, if you go for communication system, how many signals you can transmitted? Signals transmitted. Like this, we have more advantages with that is binomial distribution. So finally, if only 2 outcomes are there, then we can go for binomial distribution, that is NCX into P power x into Q power n minus x. If you have any doubt, you can send to me. Thank you.